Hello. For those of you who don't know, the folks in the room, we have Trev Alberts, the amazing AD at Texas A&M, and Ward Manuel from Michigan. And this is Dave Marcy, who is the Senior Vice President of Media, Sponsorships, and Growth Marketing, Allstate. So today we're going to talk about how brand and mission-centric brands can work together in college athletics. And Allstate's a great example, which is why they're here with us today. For more than 20 years, their investment in the Good Hands Nets and the Good Works team have made a difference on so many campuses. Nets equal scholarships and in the big scheme of things. So let's discuss together what athletic departments can do to build relationships with brands like Allstate, not only just to get in the door, but to build long-term sustainable business models. I want to start with you, Trev.
Okay.
I'm going to start from the end.
All right.
Is that okay?
Yes,
I have
ma'am.
my little notes
You're the
here,
boss.
so I'm going to follow my notes.
Okay.
All right. So from, a lot of people say college athletics, it's broken, and we hear that all the time, but so many brands are wanting to invest in it, from private capital to sponsorships. And so if it's broken, then why does everyone be in business with all of you? So today we see that, and it seems like everyone wants to be here. So when you're looking at suitors, potential suitors, to have a partnership with, is it all about the money? Money, money, money. Or do you consider brand alignment important, that fit of that partner? And if so, what is the weighted criteria of the revenue versus the brand alignment?
Well, obviously the economics of the deal are really important, right? Let's just face the fact that we're all challenged in the resource area. So that'll be a critical component to it, but not the primary driver. I think the first and foremost, at least for us at Texas A&M, we have a very unique set of core values about who we are, how we want to operate. And so for us, the most important thing is, as we look at partners, is how do their values align with our values? Mm-hmm. And ultimately, at the end of the day, the best partnerships that we've ever had are when two people decided to have a partnership and invest in each other. And I think that's what Allstate's done such a great job of doing, right, in college athletics, is they've been a great partner. Their values have represented college athletics, but they've also reinvested back into college athletics and college football. So, for us at Texas A&M, obviously, the economics, as I said, is important, but I think it's more about fit, it's more about values, and it's more about how those alignments can help each other grow their brands. I would just say, and we've gone through this a little bit, at Texas A&M, our traditions are really, really important to us. At the end of the day, the best way to grow your brand is if you align with people that represent your values, you actually can grow your brand better than if you just try it yourself. I think Allstate's been a really good partner in that, and it'd be a great example for Texas A&M.
Well done. I like it. Okay, so I'm going to skip over to you because on the other side of the desk, when you're looking at, when you're developing partnerships and programs, be it with any of the college administrators, what makes it exciting and compelling? What makes it push it over?
Yeah. So I think it goes back to the values. Allstate's a Midwest-based company, mm-hmm. and we are purpose-driven, and we have a foundation that supports a lot of important causes, and we're very humble. So we don't like to brag. We don't like to talk about these things outside of having a reason to. And so I think the thing that excites us beyond knowing that we're working with partners that see the world similarly and believe in the power of helping and doing the right thing at the end of the day, I think things that allow us to blend commercial success, because, to Trev's point, the numbers have to work. In our case, we have to continue to serve our customers. We need to generate new customers. So there's a commercial aspect to what we do at Allstate, but we believe that can coexist with mission as well. Mm-hmm. And, when you think about working at a large insurance company, insurance is not a high consideration purchase. It's a very low consideration purchase. We're not a passion-oriented brand. And so we have to work harder to think about how do we have a right to show up. And as Allstate, knowing that we started 2 decades ago, humbly starting to support and have grown over those 2 decades to have the NETS program supporting student athletes now beyond college football, but all sports, knowing that we have the Good Works team, which aligns to our community service aspect, knowing that we have that shared sense of purpose, then those partnerships can come and we can develop something that's enduring. So having that shared value and then seeing the world similarly around, yes, the money has to work, but also we want to make sure that what we do together can be extended into more mission-driven work as well.
Well, that's a great segue because Ward, for the first time, the Nets in the big house, first position. So tell me why it was important for you and for Michigan to make that decision to align with a mission-driven sponsor to help protect all student athletes, not just our revenue-generating student athletes. Why was that important for you?
Yeah, it was important to us. I mean, we are a 208-year-old institution, and so we really highly consider who we associate with in that and in anything that we do. And I think for us to be the first time to have, NETS and seeing what Allstate has done in terms of their investment back into the student athletes, the students, the way that they have connected that messaging and that image was something that we felt very comfortable associating with. And that's something that's really important for us is that brand. Yeah. Who are we connected to is as important. Trev is right. The money, the monetary value, we negotiate and we do all that, but it's not, like Trev said, at Michigan is the same. It's not about how much money. It's about who's the brand and how much money, if you will, right? The two have to be connected in that sense. And so we felt very comfortable. I felt very comfortable bringing that to our board, to my president, to look at this as a separate deal. And obviously the association, the brand, and what Allstate brings to the table was something that we felt very comfortable being a partner with them.
So, Dave, over the last, for 20 years, you guys have been listening and learning from campus practitioners, but the landscape has drastically changed for everyone. I think we all had this conversation. You all are here, you've heard it from lots of different people. And you've been on campuses, you've gone to lots of games, I've seen you out there. So